सब्सक्राइब करें हमारा ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल और बेल आइकन दबाकर पाएं सभी नोटिफिकेशन।
नमस्कार, MH1 प्राइम देख रहे हैं आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं हूं आपके साथ परमीत कौर वालिया। तो आज बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट हमें ज्वाइन करने वाली हैं। आपको बता दूं कि उनका नाम है मैरी एला, जो कि एक सिस्टेमिक साइकोथेरेपिस्ट हैं। 20 साल का इन्हें एक्सपीरियंस है और आपको बता दूं कि ये ऐसे इश्यूज़ पर फाइट करती हैं जैसे एंजाइटी हो, डिप्रेशन के इश्यूज़ हों। अगर आपको घर पे बैठे ये प्रॉब्लम्स आप फेस कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि कोविड-19 की प्रॉब्लम है और आप सभी घर पर हैं, तो हम लोग बहुत बार नेगेटिव हो जाते हैं। लेकिन अगर आप ऐसी प्रॉब्लम्स को फेस कर रहे हैं, पॉजिटिव रहना चाहते हैं, तो ये प्रोग्राम आपके लिए है। सो मैरी एला ने हमें ज्वाइन कर लिया है। हाय मैरी एला।
Hi, how are you?
वी आर वेरी गुड। हाउ आर यू?
Yes, I'm very well. Namaste, everyone.
सो आपको बता दें कि मैरी एला इंग्लिश में इंटरव्यू देंगी, बट वो हमारी ऑडियंस के लिए आज नमस्ते बोल रही हैं। मैरी एला।
Yes. My Hindi is Tora, so only Namaste.
So, Mariella, what's your daily schedule like? मतलब, what are you doing in everyday life?
Apart from working.
Yes.
Yes. During this situation, this COVID situation, I've been working a lot of new clients. So I usually work, then I work out. I really enjoy running. Of course, initially it was not possible, but now yes, I run again. Then I do my online classes, like physical exercise. And I try sometimes to do yoga or pranayam. And initially I tried cooking, but no, I'm Italian, but I'm not a good cook, but there is scope for improvement. And then I read, I keep up with all my, study, and that more or less is my daily routine. Of course, now, before there was much more social life. Now there isn't, but I talk a lot to friends, family. So overall, it has changed, but it's not that bad.
Right. Mariella, Corona has had a huge impact on our lives, right? There has been sudden changes in our lifestyle and habits. So how can we cope better to be able to adapt to these changes?
Yes, true. A lot of changes in terms of people now have fear to get the virus, and then people have fear to lose their jobs and the economical situation. But and these, of course, these are all real changes and things that the corona situation has brought into our life. But I think that we as human beings are used to change. Everything is about change in our life. So if instead of complaining about how the situation was before, we actually have a different attitude, more like positive attitude, and try to implement different things which will actually bring some positive changes. So I think, yes, change, but if we are flexible and we are relaxed, we don't put too much resistance to change, that can be an opportunity for us to reinvent ourselves, to introduce new routines, new habits. So maybe because I'm very positive as a person, I like positive psychology, I always tell my clients to look for exceptions, to see what is different that can make our narrative more positive. I believe that is what is shaping my understanding of the situation now.
Okay. So what is the overall psychological impact of corona?
Yes. Of course, every outbreak brings in a lot of psychological stress. And if we think of people who have been maybe struggling even before with mental health issues, they might, in certain situations, react better because they're used to anxiety. As you were saying before, anxiety, depression, but certain people are used to anxiety. So they might not suffer too much because they don't have to go out. And for them, going out, it was creating stress. People who, have never suffered from anything, of course, this new situation might have scared them. So now they are scared of a lot of things. They're scared of the novelty, that not knowing, and that is brought in anxiety. Then people who have been struggling with mental health for some time, they might, now actually feel worse. So the people who are giving care to them, they might then develop something because they have to take care of people who are now under more stress. And so overall, all of us, even me, I sometimes think, oh no, it's not too bad, or I'm not, it has been overall positive. But if I have to be honest, sometimes I find myself being less patient, losing my temper. So I know that there is anxiety there. There is anyway social anxiety, anxiety in the older society.
Okay, so Mariella, you already said us कि you do cooking, yoga, meditation, but जो audience आज हमें सुन रही है, घर पर रह के आप कैसे positive रह सकते हैं?
So how to be positive? I think it's just an attitude. We all go more or less through the same things in our life, the same positive and negative. If you learn how to pay attention to the positive things, there is always something to be grateful for, always something to appreciate. So it's just an attitude, but we need to train ourselves. We're not born and brought up like that. We train ourselves so that we are able to pay our attention on the positive. And then the more you do, then the more then it becomes natural.
Means these activities are helpful?
Oh yes, these activities, of course, yes. The activities like if you do exercise, yoga, meditation, the pranayama, these are all, or spend time with the family, these are all activities which are helpful, and in order to become more positive, yes, you need to do that extra bit that I just said.
The lockdown has affected each one in the families, right? How are these changes affecting women, children, and the businessman people?
Yes, I think women are the one who are struggling the most, because some of them, they're working, then they stay at home, meaning they have to do the homework with the children. Sometimes, most of the time in India, people have helpers, but they were not around. Some, thank God, they're back. My maid is back. And so then it becomes a lot of work for them. Of course, the idea is also for women not to think that they have to do everything and everything perfect. This is another thing that I noticed, this idea of wanting to be perfect as mother, perfect as wife, and having a successful career. Of course, you can do everything, but maybe don't ask yourself for too much during this time. And in many situations, the men are kind of helping, but then it's a different story. And I'm going to tell you a bit about men, my understanding. I've been working here for 9 years, and the clients who come to me, the male clients, when they come to me at a later stage in their life, maybe 60 or even more, they're coming suffering from depression, anxiety, and there is, in most of the situation, is brought in by the fact that they have put all the, during their life, their identity was shaped by the work they were doing. So when they stop working, that's when they start struggling. And Corona is a similar situation. Lots of men were not working. Lots of men were worried about not going back to work or losing their jobs, not being providers. So for the men, it has been a very difficult situation in terms of who am I if I don't work? And then, of course, an impact on the wife, who maybe wanted the husband to help her in the house, and the husband was not available, or the husband was struggling with his own issues. So the whole system has been shaken up. Then the children become more clingy during this time. Some of them, the lucky ones who has friends, of course, they can, sorry, not friends, brother or sister that can entertain them.
Yeah,
Some-
but Mariella,
Yeah.
many parents facing the situations because children are devoting on their phones, electronic products.
Yes.
So how do they cope up with these things?
Yes, this is an interesting question, but sometimes I think, are the parents looking at themselves? Because so often I see parents on the phone all the time. The child is trying to talk to the father or the mom and they are on the phone. Maybe they are working, okay, but you know, they don't set a very good example, unfortunately. And of course, the parents needs to be a little bit more strict in putting, you know, certain limitation in terms of time and when to put the phone away. But it's an extra task that now parents are asked to do. Yes.
हम आपसे ये भी जानना चाहेंगे कि लॉकडाउन एक्सपीरियंस आपका कैसा था? How's your lockdown experience?
By lockdown? Yes. Funny enough, lots of people has put on weight. I lost weight, so that is good. As I said, he brought this idea of I need to learn how to cook. Yes, that's a positive thing. And lots of time by myself. I did the lockdown alone, so I actually realized how much I enjoy my own company and how much maybe resilient I am, because despite everything, I didn't struggle much. Yes, I know for some people it has been difficult, but lots of my clients as well, either in families or alone, they have been able to find the positive aspect in all of this.
Okay. Is everything all right? All is well? When we can say that, हम ये कैसे बोल सकते हैं कि सब कुछ ठीक है, everything is all right, all is well? When we can say that?
Pramit, I'm sure most of the time in our life we don't say all is well. There are always trouble, troubling us,
Right.
always, one way or
Right.
the other. And if there isn't, we'll find something. So I don't know if were we all okay and good before? I don't think so. Lots of people before were suffering, struggling, depression, anxiety. But they didn't even have the time to reflect, to think, to look inside. So maybe this is what is well and what is good. We will then, of course, hopefully the situation will be better in terms of more social interaction. But for many things, the lockdown has been good in terms of the way that now we think of how many hours we sleep, what do we eat, the nature, and us being in touch with the nature, and the compassion that we have for others. So lots of things has been good, yes.
Mariella, you are expert. Okay, you have 20 years experience. I want to ask you, how people should take care of their mental health, anxiety, depression.
Yes. So it depends, because it depends to which extent. Of course, for instance, anxiety, we all have some anxiety. Before doing this interview, I was also anxious myself. But there is a good anxiety. The anxiety that helps us to prepare, to be more aware, and to, you know, to do things. Yes, it also pushes us. Of course, anxiety, when it's too much, there is a problem. A problem is when anxiety gets in the way of our daily routine. So we cannot do what we usually do. In that case, either we ask help to professionals, we try ourselves to incorporate some of the good practice we have discussed, like yoga, exercise, being with families, meditation, mindfulness meditation. These are all good practices, including, yes, how many hours we sleep and the diet we have. But sometimes this is not enough, because when somebody worries, it's not enough to tell the person not to worry, everything is fine. And then they can seek help with professionals. Of course, it can be either just therapy, meaning talking therapy, or sometimes in some situation, medication as well.
In this COVID-19 period, how old age people who at larger risk, so how they should face it?
I think they are already, No, it's not true because there is a big population of older people who are very careful, very scared. But then I also hear lots of people, despite being in their 70s, 80s, they're very casual. They've never met anyone who got it, so they think it's something that will not happen to them. But yes, of course, being careful and follow all the practices in terms of the social distancing, hygiene, and yes, and even for them to stay positive, because that will help them to navigate through this time.
Mariella, frontline workers facing lots of problems, right? Facing acute trauma due to higher risk of getting diseases. Yes. So how they should face their fear?
Yes. Yes, this is very true, because they not only they put themselves at risk, but then they go home, maybe they have older parents or children at home. So it's very difficult to balance that, you know, wanting to help others in terms of saving them from the corona situation, but also taking care of their own family. So they need to find a right balance. So that they can help people they work with, but also protect their loved one.
So Mariella, last question. Any advice, any tip you want to give to our audience?
Yes, as I was saying before, of course, doing meditation, pranayama, the breathing exercises, physical activities, spending time with families, trying to be positive, and spend some time with your own self, learn how resilient you are, that you have to, you can count on yourself. I think, you know, to actually take this situation as an opportunity to introduce some changes which will make your life better. Because I don't know if we're going back to the way that we were before, but what I know is that this is an opportunity for us to change.
So thank you so much, Mariella. You shared your experience. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for having me. Bye.
So ये थी मैरिएला, जिन्होंने अपने एक्सपीरियंस हमारे साथ शेयर करे। पॉजिटिव आप किस तरह से रह सकते हैं वो उन्होंने बताया। आई होप आपको ये हमारा प्रोग्राम अच्छा लगा होगा। इसी के साथ हमें दीजिए इजाज़त। नमस्कार।